Welcome to The Grounded Leader, Ayurvedic wellness for leaders who want to succeed from a place of balance. A podcast where ancient practices meet ambitious goals to help you operate with strength, clarity, and grounded intention. I'm your host, Shweta Vikram, an Ayurvedic doctor, trauma informed yoga teacher, award winning author, mindfulness coach, corporate wellness speaker, adjunct professor, and a lifelong student of what it really means to lead with clarity, purpose, and peace. Each week, we'll explore holistic wellness, how to excel in authentic leadership, and live with balance and purpose. Let's dive in. Today's episode is a juicy one. Welcome back. And not just because we're talking about food, it's called Ayurvedic nutrition for mental clarity and better decision making. We are diving into Ayurvedic nutrition, specifically how what you eat can either cloud your judgment or sharpen your mental clarity and support smarter, more intuitive decisions. So, if your brain feels foggy by 3 p.m., if you find yourself standing in front of the fridge asking, "Why did I come here?" or if you're making decisions you regret later, this episode is your mental reset. So, if you're a high performer, leader, or solopreneur feeling mentally foggy, irritable, indecisive, or constantly on, this episode is for you. So, why leaders struggle with mental clarity? Let's start here. We live in a culture that glorifies hustle, skipping meals, eating at your desk, relying on caffeine to push through, rewarding busyness over nourishment. But here's what I've seen as a practitioner. A foggy mind doesn't come from lack of willpower. It often comes from a gut-brain imbalance. Your gut is the CEO of your mind. Let me say that again. Your gut is the CEO of your mind. Here's a truth Ayurveda figured out thousands of years ago, long before kombucha became a thing. Your gut and brain are in a long term relationship. And if one of them is unhappy, the other sulks too. When your digestion is strong, your mind is clear. When your digestion is sluggish or erratic, so is your thinking. According to Ayurveda, your digestion or digestive power, known as Agni, isn't just about food. It's the fire of transformation. It digests not just meals, but also information, emotions, and experiences. So if your Agni is weak, your thoughts are heavy, your focus is scattered, and your decision making suffers. So if you're a leader trying to make $1 million decision after downing cold brew and leftover pizza, pause. Would you drive a luxury car with low grade oil? Your body is your business partner. Feed it well. Think of it like this. You wouldn't put low grade fuel in a high performance car and expect it to win races. So, why would we do that to our minds? So, what should one eat for mental clarity? Let's talk about what actually supports your mental clarity and sharp decision making. In Ayurveda, sattvic foods are ideal for the mind. These are fresh, light, seasonal, and easy to digest. They promote calmness, clarity, and focus. So think warm cooked meals, whole grains like quinoa or rice, ghee or healthy fats, soaked almonds, spices like turmeric, ginger, and cumin, herbal teas like Brahmi, Tulsi, or ginger. And here's what to limit, especially if you're feeling anxious, agitated, unmotivated, or overwhelmed. Cold and raw foods, which can dull your digestive fire, also known as Agni. Processed snack, sugar and stimulants, excess caffeine or alcohol, leftovers, yes, even from yesterday. See, Ayurveda isn't about what's trendy, it's about what's timely, literally. Eat at the right time, in the right season, in the right way, and your mind thanks you. Your body too. The idea isn't deprivation, it's alignment. Ask yourself, is this food energizing or depleting me? Is it helping me think more clearly? Let's talk about doshas, brain fog, and nutrition hacks. Let's break it down further by doshas because one size does not fit all. Leaders are diverse, and so are our constitutions. In the podcast episode, Rooted to Rise, why Ayurveda and mindfulness are non negotiables for today's leaders, I talked about how doshas are a blueprint for leadership. Vata types, creative, fast moving, idea generating folks, they are prone to mental overload, worry, and scattered energy. You need grounding. If this is you, favor warm grounding foods. Think soup, stews, root vegetables, sesame oil, warm teas. Avoid raw, cold, and dry foods. Those only increase the chaos in your head. Pitta types. Driven, focused, fiery type A leaders. They're prone to burnout, irritability, and decision fatigue. You need cooling, calming foods to soothe that inner CEO fire. Favor cooling, hydrating foods. So think cucumber, cilantro, green leafy vegetables, coconut water. Avoid spicy foods and too much coffee, unless you enjoy yelling at your inbox. Let's get to the third dosha, the kapha types. In balance, they're steady, calm, nurturing leaders who are methodical, but they can get stuck. They are prone to heaviness, inertia, and sluggish thinking. You need stimulation. They thrive on light, spicy, and warming foods. So think ginger tea, steamed greens, millet, legumes. Avoid heavy, creamy, overly sweet foods that anchor you to your couch and your doubts. So if you're leading a team, launching a project or a product or a service, or navigating a life pivot, start by asking, what does my body and mind need today? The answer often lies in your plate. So let me share some practical tips to start your day. Some simple Ayurvedic nutrition habits you can start implementing right now to boost your mental clarity. Start your day with a mug of warm water. Eat your largest meal at lunch when Agni, your digestive fire, is strongest. This prevents the dreaded 3 p.m. slump. Avoid multitasking while eating. No emails, no Zoom calls, just presence. Sip on warm water and herbal teas throughout the day. Avoid ice cold drinks. Pause before meals. Maybe take 3 deep breaths. Let your nervous system catch up. Create rhythm. Eating at the same time every day supports digestion and mental clarity. Dinner, light and early. A small bowl of soup or cooked grains and veggies. No screen, just you and your food. Do a short walk after every meal. This helps digestion and clears the mind. Your digestion winds down like the sun. Respect that rhythm, and your brain will reward you with sharper decisions and deeper sleep. Some final reflections. Look, I know what you're thinking. Shweta, I'm leading a team, managing a business, and attending webinars while brushing my teeth and managing things on the home front with childcare and elder care. I don't have time to boil moonbeams. Here is the truth. Ayurvedic nutrition doesn't mean spending 4 hours in the kitchen. Trust me, I don't have that time or that bandwidth, so that's not something I would recommend. What Ayurvedic nutrition means is being intentional. It means asking, is this food helping me think better? Does it leave me energized or depleted? Am I eating from a place of nourishment or nervousness? Because let's be real, when your body is overwhelmed, your brain is overruled. Even 2 to 3 simple shifts can radically change your clarity, confidence, and capacity. Ayurvedic nutrition is not about trendy superfoods or expensive supplements. It's about wisdom. It's about listening inward. It's about eating in a way that supports your mission, not just your metabolism. Because leaders like you, you're carrying so much, and clarity is your greatest currency. You don't need another productivity hack. You need a nourished, focused, and grounded mind. So, dear grounded leader, remember this. You can't lead others well on an empty tank or a foggy mind. Nourishment isn't a luxury, it's a leadership strategy. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a friend, a colleague, or that one person who keeps having coffee for lunch. And if you want a quick Ayurvedic reset, don't forget to grab my free guide, the 5-minute Ayurvedic reset, link in the show notes. Until next time, stay grounded, stay nourished, and lead with clarity. Lead well, lead wise, lead nourished.